Hi everyone, today we're talking about my new stock. Now the new stock I've invested into is Nvidia. Now I'm not going to go do a deep dive on Nvidia. I'm just going to go through the basic reasons why I actually bought Nvidia and how it all worked. So if you're new to this channel, you don't watch this channel, or it's your first time coming back for a while, then I'll just update you. Basically my portfolio at the moment is Microsoft, PayPal and Adobe. So those are my three positions I currently have in the stock market. Now obviously over the last 2 weeks it's been mental. We've had a big correction. The Nasdaq posted its worst October I think since 2008. So if you manage to hold them positions and not get a bit twitchy fingers and be nervous and sell them and panic sell basically and lose your money on it, then you've done really well to keep them positions open. I kept my positions open. There was only when the correction happened about a week ago, the only addition that I made is that I invested into Adobe, selling a couple of positions and getting a position in Adobe, and I was watching very closely a lot of the big sell-off, and Nvidia got hit big time before, like a lot of the semiconductors did, and also the earnings report wasn't as well received as what it was. So I've talked about Nvidia on this channel quite a bit, and basically what I did is I didn't have any money to invest into Nvidia on the side at the moment. If I really wanted to, I could have probably got some money from somewhere, but I didn't want to. So what I've done is I actually sold a couple of my shares into Microsoft, which if you watch this channel for a while, you know that I've for a very long time I've said that Microsoft is my favourite stock. So I was a bit wary about selling that Microsoft position. I haven't sold it all. I've only sold a couple of shares. As you know, it was my biggest position in the stock market, and they're up quite a bit as well. So I took a little bit of profit into Microsoft. It also held up very well over the last couple of days when we've seen the correction. I think the lowest Microsoft got to was about 103, and it's already back up to about the 105 mark, where that's where about I sold out of. So I took a slight bit of profit into there, and then I invested into Nvidia. I bought Nvidia around about the $200 per share range, just because I felt it was undervalued. I think it had been oversold. The earnings wasn't terrible, to be fair, so I bought into there at 200, and like I say, I think the P has been dropping. You look at the EPS side of Nvidia, the actual growth side of Nvidia. It's good overall. It's a really good company, good market cap. So basically, I invested into Nvidia at 200. My plan is not to hold Nvidia for too long, even though I feel like over like a long period of time, Nvidia would go up quite a bit. But I'm kind of treating it as a little bit of a slight swing play. So I invested into Nvidia, like I say, at 200. I'm planning to sell out on Nvidia around about 270-ish, maybe 260. Maybe if it shoots up quite a bit, I might leave it and let it run a little bit longer. But around the 260, 270 is where I'm planning on selling Nvidia. So 200 to 270, $70 gain on each share, which will be okay. And then I'll take my profit from Nvidia, and then I'll see what happens when it gets there. Long-term plan, as you know, potentially add a couple more shares into Microsoft again. If it corrects, I might hold it cash for a little bit, but more than likely when I sell that position in Nvidia, I'll be looking towards Boeing again, and I'll be looking towards Microsoft again. Long term thinking, I've been watching Disney and I've been watching Visa for a while, but PayPal covers Visa, and Boeing held up very well during the correction as well. So Microsoft and Boeing are great chances to buy right now. Google caught my eye a little bit as well, so I'm watching that. Apple on the correction, I'm watching that one. So it just kind of depends, but Nvidia I'm kind of like seeing what happens and selling out. Microsoft wise, I'm potentially thinking about selling, which I've not said ever before. I'm looking at basically keeping Microsoft and maybe selling around the 120 range. I'll see what happens. I'm not sure. PayPal, I'm looking around the 95 range maybe before I sell that. And Adobe, I'm looking around the 270, 280 range before I sell that. So I might, just with two corrections in 1 year, I'm just a little bit wary now compared to where I was before. about a crash coming. I know I've defended saying the stock market's in a strong position, but I am a little bit wary on a crash side now with 2 corrections in a year, and interest rates going up. I'm just kind of like getting a little bit thinking about putting a bit more into cash at the moment. So yeah, there's going to be a lot going on over the next 6 months on this channel for sure. I'll probably be a little bit more active on buying and selling positions. Positions that I've held for a while might potentially go a little bit now, and a little bit of profit taking. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be an interesting time for sure. But that's the video for today, guys. Very excited to get hold of the video and hold that for a little bit. One that I've talked about on this channel before about getting into for a while. So that's the video for today, guys. Give you a like, subscribe. We'll talk about a little bit about earnings over this next week again. So I'll see you on them videos.